Touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Set 60 Pittsburgh.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Go, 30 base. School. Here we go. Right in.
To throw on 3rd down. Barnett. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Brady gives this to White. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Single. I got Shadow.
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. Catch is made by Harry. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
Wait, 53.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
You ain't doing nothing today. 942. Watch the slit. When he hits.
Brady now on 1st down. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to
And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Pass hauled in downfield and out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards in the pickup.
I got you.
Second down,
Shit,
6.
shit.
At the
Shit,
41.
From the 41, Brady. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
65. Shoot. Check 37. Let's go on. No, 66. Showing it. Hey, check it. Hey, turn it. Alert.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one goes for 30 yards. Back in the first quarter, you said it. They need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, goal 66.
Brady to throw again. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Go Bandit. SOS. Hey, Haywood. Check it.
Shotgun now for Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gostkowski with the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Barnett. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Barnett. That's caught by Jackson. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The throw right sideline here is complete.
The outlaw.
From the gun on 3rd down, Barnett. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And it's taken in at the 9. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says,
and the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
I don't know about you, but if I'm the offensive line coach right now, I'm having an absolute fit. This team that they're going against has 3 sacks, yet they rank dead last in the league in sacks coming into this game.
Maybe overlooked them a little bit?
Could be. I don't know if it's the scheme. I don't know if they've just gotten fortunate along the way. I have no real great answer for it, but we're seeing something you don't often see.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Tight dog. Alert! He's crossing. He's checking crab.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
First down, Miami.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. From the gun, Barnett. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Covered by Jason Porter.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Mike 54. Check back. X3.
To throw again. Barnett. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll find Moreau here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They run on first down with Jackson. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Bravo.
To throw on second down. Barnett. Going to throw right side here. Complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, Barnett. Buying time to his left. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up first and 10 at the 45. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down.
Watch the run, watch the run. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, alert! Watch the ship. Check 13. Hey, 66. Kill. Alert! Kill. Watch twins, watch twins. Go.
Brady. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
The Dolphins take over. Let's go. Do it. At their own 17-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he comes back with one complete. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
Come on, set.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Off play action. Barnett. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a second and 10.
Hey, 66.
On second down, they'll run with White. call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
No, 66.
On 3rd down, Brady. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Bobby McCain. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run again with Jackson. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Oh, he's going to go for it all. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Hakeem Butler, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6.
Hey, orbit. Shoot.
From the gun, Barnett. Flush to his right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check. Lucky. He's checking. He's ripped. He's checking. Crash. Under 10. Alpha. Check 26. Hey, check it.
Throwing again. Brady. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down. Brady now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Check now. Hey, Alabama. 72.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. Now Brady. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Defense wins championships, baby.
They'll run for it. This is White. Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. James White, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gostkowski for the point after. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Patriots 30, Dolphins 6. Stephen Gostkowski to kick off for New England.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And an alley to run. He's at the 50, 30, 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. That's going to be a 103-yard kickoff return. What a run. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times where they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line.
Well, they tried to get two and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Brady going to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. New England on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Begin. Check. Regular.
Brady now to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Fielded just inside the 20.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Down.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Ready.
Throwing on 1st down. Barnett. It's caught by Jackson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. On 1st down, Barnett. Catch made, it's Moreau. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 36 yards on the play. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Operating from the gun. Barnett flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Lavonte David. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Brady. Got a man open, that's Harry. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Here's Brady. And now here is another interception. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they're going to have lousy starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 6-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
On first down, Brady. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. So now we have Edelman slow to get back to his feet. Appears to be shaken up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a carry for White. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. New England on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Turn up. Kill, turn up. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up. Alert.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college. So sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Barnett. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 47. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Hey, goal 66. Ozzie.
So after the INT, it's Brady. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Sugar!
To throw on 3rd down. Brady. This is White on the screen. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A rough go there on 3rd down. A loss of 4. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. He'll look to set up his blockers. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 12. What did you see on that one? Rookie mistake or just good defense?
It was a combo plate, but the rookie quarterback, he'll take it all on his shoulders, and the frustration level is evident. You can see it with him. You know, if that's a veteran quarterback, he walks off like he just threw a touchdown pass because he doesn't want to show that to the defense. The young guys, they take it more to heart. It's on their sleeve a little bit. He'll learn as he goes along how to hide his emotions.
Throwing now is Brady. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jalen Mills. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a give, right side. Jackson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the Patriots, a loss would have really hurt. As it stands, they finished the first half at 3-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, changes could be in the air as they fall to 0-8 now on the year. And they'll try to